It's Jay, the Snazzy Diva. Welcome to my world. From health and fitness, tackling my issues and yours, and of course, accessorizing with the flyest fashion jewelry around from snazzydiva.com. Here, everyone is beautiful beyond measure. Welcome to the world of Snazzy Diva. It's Jay. I'm back. I know it seems like forever since my last video. I can't even remember the date that I last filmed one, and I've been intending to do one for like ever. And work and kids and Snazzy have just kept me from having time to sit down and really do it. I am so grateful and thankful to all of my new subscribers. It seems like every week, every other day, I'm getting emails saying that someone else has subscribed or left a message or a comment on one of the videos, and I really appreciate it. I thank you guys for your support. I'm glad that they are helping, and I am going to continue to do them because they also help me being able to just kind of talk about my experiences, the things that I have learned and am still learning as I maneuver through this process. Helps me, it's therapeutic for me, but hopefully it's helpful to you. So let's catch up. I've gotten a lot of emails and messages. Oh my God, I'm sorry guys. I am sitting here in pain. My back is killing me and I have no idea why. Not surgery related. I just don't know why. So anyway, I've gotten a lot of messages, emails, asking me specific questions. So I kind of, I made a list of some of the questions, and I'm going to try to address those questions now. And I think my answers to a lot of these questions will give you guys an update. So I'm not really getting on the scale, not every day, not even every week, because the numbers just, they're not indicative of my weight loss anymore, in my opinion. I'm more so looking at how I feel and look in my clothes. I am down to a size 10. Keep in mind that I had my surgery May 13th of 2015. Today is March 17th of 2016. I've already hit my 100-pound mark, and I've kind of hovered there at the 100-pound mark. Started at 270. And I was like a chicken wing away from a 20. Probably really should have been in a 20, and I was stuffing my ass into the 18. So I'm now down to a 10, which I have never been in my adult life. As a matter of fact, the last time I wore a size 10, I was probably like a sophomore in high school. So, yeah. So that's definitely good news. The numbers are not changing, but I do see significant changes in my body still. I still see my body changing. And because you lose, this surgery causes you to lose weight totally. Everything changes. My fingers are smaller. I'm going to have to get I don't have my wedding bands on now. I had to get like some temporary bands, but my main wedding band, I can no longer wear because it's just too big. And, my husband was like, if it slips off your finger because you refuse to stop wearing it and get it sized, I'm going to kill you. So I haven't been able to wear that. My shoes fit differently. I didn't realize I had fat feet. I just didn't know it. As a matter of fact, a really good friend of mine today told me that before the surgery, I had Fred Flintstone feet. And I'm not from Bedrock. So I was like, I wasn't mentally cognizant of the fact that I was going to lose, I knew I was going to lose. Of course, I knew I was going to lose, but I just didn't think about the extremities. Like, I didn't think about my wrists getting smaller or, my neck getting smaller. Yes, I still burp, guys. My neck getting smaller and thinner. My fingers, like I said, like knees, everything is small. Everything is smaller. So that is weird in itself too. Also, I still struggle with the shopping piece. And that's more mental than anything. I have to remember that I'm not plus size. Even though I feel different, nothing hurts, I'm not getting winded, things like that. I was big for so long that I just identified as being a plus size woman. So when I go into stores, I still have to remind myself not to head directly to the plus size section. I have to remind myself that I can't go into the plus size specialty stores. That's no longer me. When I make jokes, I used to kind of make the self-deprecating jokes. And my girlfriend told me today, she said, you got to stop that. You're not a big girl anymore. And there are plus size women who are not going to know that you were once big, and they're going to be offended. Like, you're not that person. So, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It is a mind F of epic proportion. And I'll go into that a little bit more in a minute. But let me get to these questions. So, someone asked me about the foods that I still can and cannot eat. Okay, so my pouch, my baby stomach, I had to rename her Dorothy. And I named her Dorothy because she's kind of sometimes an ornery older chick. Like she's a moody little heifer. I can't give you a specific list of things that I can and cannot eat, because today I could have a chicken breast and some spinach and Dorothy's fine with it, and she's like, yay, chicken breast and spinach. But tomorrow I can have that same chicken breast and spinach and she could be like, heifer, I don't want that, I'm not taking it, send it back, and I will dump. There's not necessarily rhyme or reason. I know I have my daughter's former teacher, his mother had the surgery. Actually, their whole family had the damn surgery. But his mother had the surgery, and she can't eat chicken breast at all. She can't have white meat. It's just too dry, and she has to have darker meat. I can't say that because there are days that my body can process breast. There are days that my body can process seafood. I will say that steak is really hit or miss. I try to stay away from steaks, even though I love steak. Steak is, I'm typically going to dump. Steak. Very rarely am I able to keep steak down. I don't care how small I cut the pieces, how often I chew. I could put it in the freaking blender. Typically, I'm going to dump steak. Other than that, there's nothing that I can't eat, unfortunately, because there's some things that I wish I couldn't eat. There's nothing that I can't eat, but it's more for me, what triggers my dumping is Dorothy's attitude, her mood that day, and if I take even one bite too many, the frothing immediately starts, and then I'm typically it's gonna come right back up. I do not have a long period of time between eating and then dumping if my body's gonna reject it. Bottom line, there's not a huge gap of time within 10 minutes. That's the first thing. Okay. Do I have any surprises post-surgery? Yeah. Didn't know I was going to develop acid reflux. They told me that it would go away in a couple months. It hasn't. I'm still taking Nexium every day. And if I go 2 days without it, yeah, I know it. Fire. Fire Marshall Bill all day long. Fire, 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 fire. Someone asked me, did the acid reflux and the fact that I deal with that now, would that make me not have a surgery again? Hell no. I would sign up if I woke up tomorrow and I was 270 pounds again through some fluke. I know that Dr. Duncan performs surgery Mondays and Wednesdays of every week, and I would have my roly-poly self right back there saying, what time do I need to show up? Where do I sign? So I know skinny people who've never had weight issues, who have acid reflux, and they've never had surgery. So if the biggest side effect to me saving my life is that now I have to deal with acid reflux, as opposed to having to deal with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and anything else that goes along with being obese, I'll take it. Have any other surprises? Let me see. The mental side of it. And as a counselor and a person who has studied psychology and who loves the human brain, I still was not prepared for just how much of this process is mental and how much reprogramming is involved in this process and how long that would take. I think I also had a fantastical mindset that once I lose weight and I get smaller, then life is going to be perfect. And any issues that I had before, I am not going to have many more. Okay. I liked Oreos before. I still like Oreos. It's a problem. I have a problem with food, specifically sugar. I had an addiction to food, specifically sugar, prior to this surgery, and I still do. I damn near need Sugars Anonymous. I still struggle with that. I still fight with that. Most days I win that battle. Can I say that since my surgery I have not had refined sugar? No. Because I have. I still struggle. Am I able to resist? Am I able to keep it in moderation? Yes. And most days it's like I just don't have anything. But there are days when I give in to that temptation, and I'm not going to lie about that. And I don't beat myself up about it either. But that's my reality. Any other surprises? Well, okay. So when I say that I thought my life was going to just become fantastical. If you had issues in your relationship with your husband or wife prior to surgery, those issues are still going to be there. Now, I have an absolutely amazing husband, and there is no one else in this world I want to spend my life with. However, the issues that we had before surgery are still there. They're not gone. It's not a magical fix. It is not. It's just like winning the lottery. It's great. Money helps, but it does not guarantee happiness. Losing weight is not going to be a fix-a-flat to your life. You're still going to have to do the work. Now, it may definitely improve your confidence. It may improve how you feel about yourself. It may improve your quality of life. But it is not going to fix everything that ails your life. And that's something that is very important for you to realize. If your wife did not appreciate you, she took you for granted, whatever, before the surgery, yeah, you need to work on you put things in perspective. There are so many things that can be attributed to weight, but not everything is weight. Not everything is this one thing. You're gonna have to still do the work. Have I experienced any hair loss? Okay, so I don't think I have experienced hair loss, but my sister says I have. But my hair is incredibly thick, and so I could shed a whole. Now I did experience a lot of shedding, but I can't say that that's attributed to. I can't say that that's attributed to the surgery. I am natural, and I press my hair. And for a while, because I wanted to preserve my curl pattern, I was not pressing my hair bone straight. Well, anybody who knows anything about hair knows that if you are not getting down to the root and you are not pressing it straight, the straighter ends experience more tension from that curlier root, and they can snap. So my sister, who trims my hair or whatever, because I can't cut my own hair, she said to me, that she felt like my edges were not as thick and, excuse me, were had some breakage. I really can't tell the difference. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, but because of that, that's why I'm doing like the headbands, and I'm just kind of, I wash, deep condition my hair, press it, and then kind of do the pin curls at night, and I wear it straight back and whatever, just to give my hair a break. And I'm actually thinking that next week I'm gonna go ahead and get my braids back in. And if you all remember, if you look back at the previous videos, when I first started right after my surgery, my hair was braided and I had braids like down to my butt. I will never do that mess again. That was so uncomfortable to have braids that long, and I don't think it was healthy for my hair because it was a lot of weight. But I do take the hair, skin, and nail vitamins, and I kind of double up on those as far as the amount. I take 200% of any vitamin that I take. So I mean, my hair is grown and it's super healthy and it feels good to me. So it's oily right now and I need to wash it. So today's state is not indicative, but I'm going to venture to say no. If I have, it's been minimal. Any pain or any exercises I can't do. I don't really have pain. No. There are certain exercises that I struggle with. Anything that involves me doing a lot of stuff with my back. So like crunches and stuff like that. But I don't think that has anything to do with the surgery. I have back issues. And I don't know if my back issues are because I was walking around with all this extra weight for so many years, or I have been in a car accident and that caused me some back issues. So that's the only thing I have issues with sometimes. Any new medications? No. With the exception of the Nexium for the acid reflux, I do not have to take any medications as a result of having the surgery. The surgery did not affect me or any medications I was already on. I am an asthmatic. I'm a severe asthmatic, and I have been since I was 7 years old. As a matter of fact, part of me being heavy and carrying this weight was after years and years of having to be on steroids and being in the hospital, in and out of the hospital because of my asthma. So they would bolus me with so much prednisone, or what they call in the hospital grade is Salumedrol. They would bolus me with that when I would be in respiratory arrest and respiratory distress. And literally the clothes that I wore into the hospital, I couldn't wear back out of the hospital because I was so bloated and so big. And not to mention, I have a food addiction, so all those things compounded. There's Juicy J. Do I still have issues with burping and gas? Yes and yes. Now, burping, how do I handle that? Usually, you feel it coming. I just say excuse me a lot. People who know that I've had the surgery, they think it's kind of funny, and I just say, y'all, I burp a lot now. I don't have a lot of belches. I just have the little burps. And that's not always as a result of me drinking. I just burp a lot. It doesn't bother me. It's okay. Gas, as far as like the stomach gas, I don't have the painful gas like I did like right after surgery where you need the Gas-X strips. But over the past few weeks, I've never been a flatulent person. I've never been a person who just passed a lot of gas. And this may be TMI for some of y'all. And I can't say that this is necessarily a part of my surgery or not. But honey boo boo child, I have been passing some of the most rank gas. Like, I was driving in the car on my way to work, and my stomach was like, yeah, I got a trick for you. And I passed gas, and it was raining, and I couldn't let down the windows, and I thought I was in the gas chamber. I thought I was going to die. I don't know. If I wanted to check my pulse to see if I was dead, because it felt like something had died inside of me. That's how rank it was. I don't know if that's because of the limitations in what I eat and don't eat. I don't know. I can also say that this is so graphic. Not graphic, but we're just keeping it real, y'all. My bowel movements are definitely different from before surgery. Before surgery, I was very regular. I usually would have a bowel movement like within an hour or 2 hours after eating. But my stools were thicker and harder. And you know, not as easy to pass. Now I have the Dr. Oz stool. And Dr. Oz always says that your stool should almost come out like a snake and it should be smooth. It shouldn't be hard. You shouldn't have to strain. I have that stool now. And it's interesting because I thought that you had to eat a lot of roughage and stuff to, you know, for your bowels to move like that. And speaking of, this goes back to the first question about what I can and cannot eat. Roughage, especially salads, hit or miss. Hit or miss. Dorothy ain't always down for the roughage. So I don't eat a lot of salad. I can eat like collard greens and stuff like that. Like I love a good pot of collard greens. But like salads, raw roughage, my stomach is not really checking for that like that. So I don't have a lot of greens, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, I still have like these really great, smooth, bowel movements. So yeah. Another thing I can't eat because of the acid reflux, I can't have anything citrus. And I love pineapples. I love like the halos and tangelos and things like that. Can't have it. It's like acid. It's like, well, that is acid. But it's like throwing gasoline, you know, on a match. It's horrible. Last question. The vitamins. Okay. I am actually in the process of switching vitamins because initially, you know, you can't swallow the thick pills, and those vitamins that are in the pill form, like there's like horse pills and they're not fun to take. So I was using like the multivitamin fast quick dissolves, but I think that now I can take pills and I don't have problems with swallowing. See, excuse me, I'm burping. So I'm going to switch to the vitamins that are specifically for bariatric patients. They have chewables. And the question was, are they expensive? They're average. They're average. I'm gonna do some research and get back to you guys on that one. But I feel like I don't like the way they taste. And I am a person where if I don't like the way something tastes, I won't do it. I just won't. I'll conveniently forget that I'm supposed to be doing that every day. But a pill I can take. So I think I'm going to switch because I'm not quite sure if I'm getting enough of the nutrients the vitamins that I need from those vitamins. I know the bariatric specific vitamins are better. Do you have to get the ones from the doctor's office? No, because the ones from the doctor's office are significantly more expensive than the ones you'll get like in GNC and Vitamin Shop and things like that, or even on Amazon. So you can look up and find vitamins that are specifically geared towards bariatric patients, people who've had bariatric surgeries. And I am not talking about those websites that all they do is sell vitamins for bariatric patients. Again, uber expensive. There are other ways to cut those costs. But I'm going to follow up with you guys on that part because I can't speak uber intelligently about that one. Okay. Those are all the questions for this time. I think there are more, but I'm going to cut it there. I hope this helped. I hope I answered some of your questions. If not, please feel free to continue to send me comments, send me questions, and I'm going to answer them again. And I have some free time coming up, so I'm going to try to get a couple more videos out because I've made a list of topics of things that I wanted to share with you guys. Last but not least, really quick. So this is a piece that is on Snazzy. I want to thank you guys for your support. Originally, this channel was supposed to be about my gastric sleeve and my experiences, plus me highlighting Snazzy Diva. And Snazzy has picked up so much to where I haven't even had a chance to really advertise for it the way I need to. So some of you have asked about pieces that I've had on in videos and things like that, or because I've mentioned it, you've gone to the site and I've gotten a few orders from you all, and you've made sure that I knew that you came from YouTube. But I want to thank you so much. This is the newer piece. I forgot her name. I think she's like 20 or 25, but I'm really loving her right now. I also still have the hoops. I want to say these are like 8. There's a gaggle of bracelets, earrings. Everything is on Snazzy right now. I just stocked some really great stuff for spring and summer. So hopefully you guys get a chance to stop by snazzydiva.com and check out all the new inventory. As always, I love you. I pray for each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and until next time, peace and blessings.